Summary of the second shepherd's play. At the beginning of the second shepherd's play, 3 different shepherds perform solos: Call, GYB, and Daw. Call is worn out by the miserable, wet, and icy weather he has to deal with every night while watching over the sheep. He is also being beaten down by the rich landlords who put him in this situation in the first place. When sheep herding became more valuable than farming, the landowners made all of their workers become shepherds. They have to work long hours in very cold weather for very little pay, and they can't fight the rich and strong landlords. GYB is the next worker to show up. He also moans about how cold it is and how hard things are. Not only does GYB dislike the weather, but he also feels trapped in his marriage, and he blatantly and violently wishes his wife were dead. He says she makes him feel trapped because she looks like a pig. GYB finally sees his friend Call and goes to join him. Another shepherd comes in. His name is Daw, and he is a young boy who works for Call and GYB. He worries about the bad weather like everyone else, saying that this storm must be as strong as Noah's flood. The people who own the land or his marriage don't make him feel stifled, his hunger does. He sees Call and GYB and walks over to join them. Stopping to feel sorry for themselves, the farmers decide to sing a Christmas song called The Holly and the Ivy to feel better. They see a man named Mac coming up behind them. It is known that Mac is a thief who especially likes taking sheep. Mac wears a robe over his head and fakes a thick southern accent to act like he is an important visitor from the south. The shepherds don't believe Mac's lie, so he gives up on that plan. Instead, he tries to get them to feel sorry for him by saying that he has too many kids. His wife has 1 or 2 kids every year. Mac says that his wife doesn't listen to him and drinks all the time, and he doesn't have any money or food for the family. Everyone who works as a guard has to go to sleep at night. So that the farmers will know if Mac gets up in the middle of the night to steal one of their sheep, they make him sleep between them. In the middle of the night, Mac quickly casts a spell over the farmers so they won't wake up until a long time after dawn. He steals a sheep and brings it home to his wife Gil. Gil tells him that taking a sheep is a capital crime and that he should die. But the family is hungry, and Mac and Gil both like to catch people off guard, so they come up with a way to keep the stolen sheep. Gil ties the sheep up in wrapping clothes to make it look like a baby. Gil says she will lie in bed and act like she is in pain to make it look like she gave birth in the middle of the night if the farmers come looking for a lost sheep. The plan works for Mac, so he goes back to the field where the other shepherds are still sleeping. By moving himself between the shepherds, he hopes it will look like he slept there all night, so they won't think he stole the stuff. When the farmers wake up, Daw tells them about a dream in which one of their sheep was stolen. In his dream, Mac's wife gave birth to yet another child, but Mac lies and says he, too, had a nightmare. Mac comes back home and Call, GYB, and Daw go check on the sheep. The herders notice that a ram is stolen and think Mac is responsible right away. They rush to his house to talk to him. Mac and Gil carry out their plan when the farmers show up. A lot of wrapping clothes are around the sheep, and Gil is moaning loudly about how much pain she is in after giving birth. They look all over the house, but to their surprise, they can't find their lost sheep or any lamb meat. It turns out that there is no food at all in the house. They say sorry to Mac for blaming him and joke that Mac's new baby smells as bad as their lost sheep did. The 3 herders offer Mac friendship as a way to make things right with him again. Mac quickly turns down the offer, and the farmers leave. Mac is still trying to get them to leave. But not long after they leave Mac's house, the shepherds realize they forgot to leave the baby a gift. The herders feel bad that they blamed Mac and feel bad for him because he is poor and has a lot of kids. So they turn around. Daw is the first person to come back to the door. Mac and Gil are confused because they think they've already pulled off their trick. They try to kick Daw out again, but he says he wants to see the baby. When he pulls back the cloth, the lost sheep looks up at him, which scares him. Mac is desperate and tries to think of something to say. He says that fairies stole their baby and then damaged it. The shepherds don't believe Mac's story again. Even though taking a sheep is a capital crime, Call thinks that making Mac look bad is enough of a punishment. What do the three shepherds do? They wrap Mac in a blanket and leave with their sheep. Call, the GYB, and Daw are even more tired than they were before after all the trouble with Mac and bringing a 140-pound sheep back to the field. As soon as they lay down to rest, loud music and lights burst out of nowhere. They see an angel who sings Gloria in Excelsis Deo and tells them that Christ has been born. They were told by the angel to go see the baby boy who was born in Bethlehem. The three shepherds are shocked and rush straight to Bethlehem. As much as they want to see Christ right away, they don't care that they are cold, wet, tired, or poor. They are afraid that it might be too late. Each shepherd brings a gift to the baby when they get to Bethlehem. Call brings a bunch of cherries, GYB brings a bird, and Daw brings a ball. The shepherds are happy to see the baby Jesus and know that they have been saved. The shepherds start singing a happy song as the play ends. Mary tells them to always remember this day. Hope we summarized it fully and you liked it. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that we are motivated to create more videos.